Maybe one of the showcase games on a weekend with a lot of marquee matchups will take place at the Meadowlands, where the Eagles and the Giants will play for first place in the NFC East. If the Eagles win, they're really in the driver's seat for this division because they will have swept the Giants. They've won the last 5 games against the Giants, including the playoffs, and they have no fear of playing New York. In Michael Vick, they have the most dynamic quarterback in the league, one of the most dynamic players, and they also have a very dangerous wide receiver who will be a matchup nightmare for the Giants in Deshaun Jackson. On the other hand, the Giants have run the ball very well in the last few weeks. They'll try to do that again with Brandon Jacobs and Ahmad Bradshaw, so that Eli Manning is not trying to carry the load because he's been forcing a lot of passes, and this year he leads the league with 19 interceptions, and that's just not like what you expect from an efficient quarterback from the Giants. I think one of the things to watch for here is whether the Eagles' defense can handle the Giants' run, because if the Giants set the tempo, they're going to win this game. Another thing to remember is it could be a nasty weather day in the Meadowlands, and that is to the advantage of the Giants. When the season began, a lot of people expected a 3-team race in the AFC South between the Colts, the Tennessee Titans, and the Houston Texans. Well, the one team everyone left out was the Jacksonville Jaguars, and right now they're in first place. They're 8-5, and if they win at Indianapolis this week, a place where they're 2-7 lifetime, they will win that division. It's shocking to think that with 3 weeks left in the season, the Colts are hanging on for dear life to get into the playoffs, when just a year ago the Colts were 13-0 when we got to this point. But injuries have really damaged them. Peyton Manning has pressed with not having familiar players around him. The defense has not played well, particularly against the run. And now they have a real test against Maurice Jones-Drew, who could wind up leading the league in rushing, and against a Jaguars team that has played very well in the last month or so and is playing the way the Colts usually do at the top of that division. The latest Battle of Missouri takes place in St. Louis, where both teams need to win to solidify their chances to make the playoffs. In fact, the loser of this game has a very good chance of not making the playoffs. Both teams are in first place in their divisions, the weak Wests. Kansas City is at 8-5, and another win would give it 9, which would mean a pretty good season for any division winner. So I don't think that people will look at the AFC West so badly. However, they will look at in a bad light at the NFC West, because the winner there may come out at 7-9. And there's even some talk in the NFL about revamping the playoffs in the future if you get losing teams making it. The Rams, however, might be the best team in the NFC West. They've played pretty well in the second half of the season. Sam Bradford has been a revelation as a rookie quarterback, and Steven Jackson's over 1,000 yards in rushing. The Rams, I think, are pretty decent at home, too, and Chiefs are not very good on the road, so I would look for the Rams to win this game and then maybe surge on and win the NFC West.